Bum, 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 doo, doo. Let me shut this off just a quick second so I can check something. Okay, cool. That's still there. Making sure that we're live on all of our platforms. You guys are going to see something in a second, I think. I just hope it doesn't affect anything too much. Okay, that's looking good so far. I'll go ahead and get that chat open. Okay, looks like we're live everywhere. Alright, so let's go right back in here. Turn this back on. Cool, and we got it open. Cool. Looking okay. I'm actually going to turn this off real quick. Turn it back on just to make sure everything comes on. Cool. Messages will be coming on. Looking good. Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of HP Critical Plus. I'm your host Brandon. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We had a Dungeons & Dragons stream that was going to be on tonight, but some technical issues happened behind the scenes, other various things. So we're actually going to be doing a live reaction to the EA Play Live event. Sometimes EA has some good stuff. Sometimes they don't. We're just going to see what happens. It's just going to be, we're just going to check it out. So right now it's kind of minimized at the moment. You can kind of see the chat at the top right there. I have started 7 p.m. Eastern. Which is 4 p.m. Pacific time. But other than that, let me see. Are we live at the moment? Then there's the notification. I'm just going to put that we went live. Cool. So I have no idea what they're going to announce on this presentation. It could be anything. Let me see. It's EA, so you get your sports and all that good stuff. Besides the sports, there's a possibility we may get a Star Wars announcement. I don't even know how long this is supposed to be. It could be an hour, it could be 40 minutes, it could be 30 minutes. I'm not actually sure. You know what? While we're waiting for it to go ahead and get started, why don't we go ahead and look that up? I got some information about it. Not a whole lot, but it's worth looking into real quick, see what I can find. I didn't even know this was today until earlier, let me see. So I'm talking about Madden, Command and Conquer, Apex. I like Apex. That's something I'll look into. I'm looking for specifically if they have information of how long this is supposed to be. That's what I'm mostly curious about right now. Premieres in 8 minutes, but I have no information of how long this is supposed to be. Rats, man. Freaking rats. Boy. Well, while we're waiting, I guess I'll give a few predictions here and there. Yeah, sports, Madden, the Command and Conquer, which they already showed. Actually, hold on. Let me see something here. When the thing actually starts, I'll full screen it. I can't do that now, unfortunately, because there's no actual video playing, so it won't let me full screen it. But I'll do that when the stream actually starts itself, and then we can see all the cool stuff that's going down. Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to announce or whatnot. I'm looking at the chat as best I can because it's unfortunately kind of small, the chat that YouTube has at the moment. What is this notification I just got? Theaters reopen soon at AMC. That's neat. Okay. Anyway, I see the YouTube chat scrolling. Yeah, I really have no idea what they can announce. I guess Battlefront 2 is still being supported, so maybe they'll announce something with that. I don't know. It may be too soon for a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Maybe they could just at least tease it. DLC, I don't know. I still need to finish Jedi Fallen Order. I had a good time with it. Main reason why I kind of stopped though is because the load times in that game are unforgivably long. I was on this planet. What was it? Not Malachor. What the hell's the name of the planet? Dathomir. Dathomir is the home of the Knight brothers from Star Wars. I got on that planet in the game, and there's some really powerful enemies. And I'm okay with the Dark Souls gameplay, like getting thrashed and like having to start over. The problem was though, every time I lost to these enemies, and it was a quick losses every time it happened, it was like a full minute to reload back into it, and that's like super long. I don't know if they ever passed that or not, but that's like my main issue with it. Like every time I lost, it just made me not want to play because I lost and I had to wait a minute just to get back into the game. Like I don't expect lightning quick refreshes, but that was just a little bit much for me. So that's kind of why I never really went back into it. But I'd love to more. It'd motivate me to give it another chance, you know, because it was a fun game. It was just like those load times, man. Those load times are really bad. What else? Don't particularly care much about the sports thing, so I might zone out a little bit during that part of it. Who knows? But I don't know, man. EA has a few things I care about and a few things I don't care about. I'd say it has more things I don't care about, to be honest. There's that rumor that they're going to be doing that Mass Effect trilogy collection. They've already done a trilogy, but I've heard rumors that they're going to be like up-resing it for the modern generation, which would be nice. That would be cool. I've always wanted to try Mass Effect, but I ultimately never have. So modern port of those games would be cool. I might get into that, especially if it's on all platforms. What else? What else does EA do that I could potentially care about? I hear good things about Dragon Age, but I've never actually touched those games. I don't know if I would at this point, but I'd be at least interested to see what they have. Darn, dude, like, I don't know. Apex, I guess, but I haven't even touched Apex in a while. That's been a good minute. And I mean, Apex is one of those kind of games where even if I've been gone a while, I'd have no problem with picking it back up, just to see what's new, what's out. Thing is, I'm not very good at most shooters, so you know, Apex was always that game I could always just like have fun with. You know, explore the wilderness with a team, then die and just redo it all over again. It's just the battle royale. I think I'm only so good at these games, and you only have like one chance, and then when you're dead, you're dead. That's how battle royales are. So, never really touched Fortnite. So Apex was more or less my first go at like the battle royale type of game. All right, we got about 5 minutes to go before we actually get started. People are hoping for Dead Space 4. Dead Space has been dead for a while. You know, I would hope it comes back, but honestly, I played a little bit of Dead Space 1. I don't own any of them, but I played a little bit of 1. That game's scary, man. That game's scary. I don't know if I can commit to like a full playthrough of any kind of one of those games. I'm okay with horror games. When it gets like really visceral and gory, it kind of gives me pause. That's really my hang up. I can deal with spooky stuff. I can deal with jump scares to a degree. But gore and that kind of stuff, that just haunts me, man. That's just how I am. Oh, boy. Just waiting for it to get started. As soon as it starts, I'm going to go ahead and hit it to full screen. Also, what I'm also going to do is, if there's any situation where it looks like I'll need the full screen, I will, of course, turn off my webcam. You'll be able to hear me react, but as far as actually, like, seeing it, like, I don't want you guys to, like, not be able to see something just because it would otherwise be hidden, you know? So, let me see something here. EA used to do like a lot of licensed games. I remember back in the day, I used to play like the Harry Potter games. Those were fun. They were the first 3, maybe 4, were really good if we're talking about like the old Harry Potter games. I played a lot of Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban. Those were solid licensed games. Goblet of Fire was pretty good too, but I never owned that one. I just kind of like played it at a friend's house. To my knowledge, though, they started getting trashed after what was it? Order of the Phoenix. Because at that point, the good thing about... Well, the one reason why the Harry Potter games did pretty well is because they didn't have to wait... Okay, little backstory here. If you've ever wondered why licensed movie games are, like, terrible, the main reason is because the people who make the movies, they're very secretive of their scripts, which is, understandable because they don't want that to leak before the movie comes out. Especially now in today's age, it's so easy to leak anything. So it was that... They would not release the scripts until like months before this tie-in game was supposed to come out. And, you know, for a while that was okay when you had to just make like simple platformers or whatnot, the games that didn't have to be very long. That was probably fine. Then we get to the point where games are getting more and more ambitious. Having that same amount of time for the entirety for the development became less and less acceptable, and games were starting to get more and more trash. With Harry Potter, though, they could circumvent that, though, because the movies were based on books. So if you play like any of the early Harry Potter games, you'll notice that a lot of the dialogue from the Harry Potter games is based more on the book dialogue than it is the movie dialogue, because, you know, that's what they had time to work with, so that's what they did. All they probably did, honestly, was probably refine the models to look more like the characters in the movies. And I doubt they even went that far for the books, because if you look at the book characters, the video game characters, they look way more like they did in the book than they do in the movies. It's in the later Harry Potter games where they started looking more like the movie characters. And as they went on, for some whatever reason, they decided to just stop basing on the books and only base it on the films. And that's when the game started getting bad. When they stopped, you know, basing it on the books and just on the movies. So that was my little tangent there, just to say that EA's been around a while. They've gotten kind of shitty over the years, but I want to see what they got going on. I don't know if anyone's here like an EA enthusiast or anything like that. I apologize, but you know, we'll see what they got. You know, we had to do something because there's no E3 this year, so we're reacting to pretty much whatever we can at this point. Pretty much whatever. And, you know, we wanted to give you guys something because we did cancel our D&D stream, you know, so we didn't want to leave you guys completely empty-handed. So we wanted to make sure we had this, at least this going, so you guys can see something, you know. But we're about to be starting in a minute. Once it goes live, I'm going to probably, let me see, how's my volume settings right now? I hope it doesn't come out too loud for you guys. I can adjust the audio quality as need be. Okay, it's 7 right now, so it says it'll begin shortly. As soon as it does, I'm going to go into the full screen. Full screen, that's so you guys have like a good view of it. Okay, so we should be starting any second now. So let's see. Oof. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's that countdown. Everybody seems to be using that countdown lately. Even... Let me know if I need to adjust the volume for you guys. I'm adjusting it on my end. I don't know if it's too loud or too little. But yeah, yesterday I was watching the Pokemon Presents, and they use the same as that countdown. I guess everyone's just using this now. So anyway, let me go ahead and full screen that for you guys, so we can all have a good view of it. Okay, that's not what we do here. Hold on a second. Yes, hold on. Exit full screen. Problem is, I want a full screen. Hang on, let me theater mode this here. Theater mode, there we go. We can work with that. Cool. I'll take that. And that shouldn't affect the real space for you guys, so you guys can see everything. I think that's how I did it last time I did a live reaction, which was like, at this point, like 6 months ago. We did a live, myself, Zach, and our website friend, Noonie, we did a live reaction to the Game Awards. I would love to do more of those again, but it's been getting a little busy, and, you know, we're going to do like live reactions to some of the E3 stuff, but then E3 got canceled, and, you know, so here we are. All this to say that I hope to do more live reaction stuff in the future. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is looking kind of loud. But again, you guys can let me know if it's a little too loud, and I can adjust it as need be. Yeah, let me see something. I'll do a quick test, see how we're going here. And the decibels seem to be about the same. Alright, here comes the final countdown. So I assume this is like a stock countdown, because again, Pokemon was using this yesterday, so I don't know. Let's see what we got. RP to N, as expected. EA presents EA Play Live.
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today.
Is this guy new?
Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year.
Yeah.
From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to play, and do amazing things for each other.
I do like that aspect of
You've
it.
shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play. We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better, they can teach us, they can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
Cool. What you got?
What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to
Hey,
EA
Greg, I know
Play.
you.
We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol
I love
Baskets,
t-shirt
some
cannons.
tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Okay. All right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still gonna bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never before seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam.
Oh, hey, Steam
Throughout
codes.
the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters.
Discreetly placed golden letters like that one. Cool.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Ooh, Apex. Cool. That's a good way to start it. Like Apex. What do we got?
Anyone want to take me out?
Best
You
shooter
should
community.
smile more.
Season 5.
Hey Apex
Well, I haven't
fans, the
played
battle
since
just
season
keeps
2.
getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is
If
coming
that.
off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started. Season 4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy.
Possibly. I actually don't know how long
We
the
hope you've been
seasons
enjoying
are.
Season
I
5,
know
Fortune's
myself,
Fate,
Jarrell, and a few of the others kind of like
which
did
has
a
seen
lot
the
of
introduction of
season
our
1 and
latest
2.
legend, Loba,
If the 2.
a major map change to King's
By the way,
Canyon,
Dylan, I didn't realize that was you
Rest in
yesterday.
peace,
I'm sorry,
Skulltown,
dude.
an all-new ranked
Glad to
series
see you come in-
and a ton of
come
quality of
through.
life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
I might bury you here. No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Adventurers.
Don't lie, dude. You enjoyed me calling you
Raiders.
Snuggle.
Explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasures.
I'll high-five you all when I see you.
Oh, really?
Mobile respawn beacon here.
Okay, that's cool.
My sinuses are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Fortune's favor. So when does this season start?
Careful. He's watching you.
June 23rd. 5 days. Alright, that's cool.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures Collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
I like the shotties.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
When and where?
Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges, as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items
I forgot the character I
and the
used the most
introduction
when I was
of your
playing
boy
Apex.
Mirage's
I had to
heirloom,
look through
which
the
is
list.
fittingly a trophy of himself.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd. And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle is expanding. That's right, this fall we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping,
really?
wondering, praying, so before you ask,
I had no idea what
yeah,
was it.
crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Ooh.
It's been one of the
Okay,
biggest
so it's coming
requests
to
we
Steam with
get,
crossplay in
and we're
fall.
thrilled to finally
Okay,
deliver it
that's
to our
cool.
fans.
I support crossplay always.
What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
Are you serious?
Nintendo here at Respawn, and we are incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends
Oh!
this fall.
That's
And we'll share
awesome!
more details in the months ahead. So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter
Wow,
where you and your
that's
friends
so
prefer to
cool.
play, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or on the PC via Origin and
Not that it
Steam.
matters so much because I
We're
didn't play
throwing out
a huge amount of
lifeline and
Apex,
healing
but I
the
wonder if they
divide
have
between
cross
the platforms.
progression.
On behalf
I'd
of
love
the
to, like,
entire Apex
be able to
team,
go back
we want
and
to thank our
forth.
incredible community. Your passion for the
That's
game is
sick,
truly
dude. That's
inspiring.
awesome.
We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Very nice.
Oh
Very nice.
man,
I
that
like
was
that.
amazing.
5 platforms and
I think
crossplay. That's
I'm
great.
hyperbole. I think I'm hyper, man. I've had a really good time here.
Fumble. Apex is
Cool,
Switch. That's a big
everyone. One thing I admire about
Oh, The
Apex
Sims. I've
Legends
never
is its
been huge into
commitment to
Sims,
having
so-
such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important, perhaps now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first before seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth
first realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
Oh, that's cool.
I play to express myself.
Wow, looks a lot like them.
I play to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game.
Nice.
It's creating your life.
Still not interested in The Sims, but that was a very cute little video.
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want The Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
Oh, wow. So, Dylan, since you're on chat, is Sims 4 the most recent one? Are people waiting on the Sims? Like, I'm clueless on Sims. I have no idea where the series is at, how many games there have been, or anything like that. Okay, so it's the most recent. Then if that's the case, then I'm so shocked that is this his debut on Steam? Because that feels like a game that would come to Steam first. Yeah, I've definitely seen a few videos online of this. Was that a Harry Potter scene? Was that the child, the Yoda child? Alright. You were definitely utilizing that EA money. Alright.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team, and joining me today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3.
EA Origin, right? Yeah, that would make sense.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can also expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
And the reason I always forget that is because I don't play much on my PC at all. Command & Conquer. They did advertise this coming to stream. I mean, yeah, this the RTS. See, I've always thought Command & Conquer looked cool, but I just do not screw with real-time strategy games. They are not for me. I've tried a few real-time strategy games. They don't work. They don't work out for me. So even MMOs, they are super intense. My first toe dip into the genre was a friend of mine got me Star Wars Empire at War for the PC, and I thought I was the shit at the beginning.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch
as soon as
in the
the game doesn't teach you a tutorial, you are screwed if you just don't
Apex
know
Legends
with the
later this year.
genre. I was so overwhelmed.
And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the
What I was saying
freedom
is, like,
to
for
play what
MMOs,
you want,
I played a
where
little
you
bit of
want,
Final Fantasy
and with
XIV
who
when I
you
had the
want.
free trial of
It's
it.
about playing together.
And that's a great
Absolutely.
game.
Now, let's reveal some more games.
Okay,
Over to
hang on.
you, Greg.
Let me shut up just a second, just in case it's something important.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam. So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty.
Damn.
Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Hazelight and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
I heard that Joseph Ferris is doing a new game in this presentation as well. EA original.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game.
Ooh, I like
it can
this
be really hard to
animation.
do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
I love this.
We get
There's
to do the
Joseph
game
Ferris.
we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that magic.
I need to play A Way Out. I own it, and I've seen a lot of gameplay for it, but I just haven't gotten touched it yet. And I hear so many good things about it. I just haven't done it yet. I need a co-op partner to go through it with. I was gonna play it with my nephew, and maybe I still will, but I just got
And
distracted.
now for a deeper dive
Look at
into
that
what
pee
these
over there.
developers are working on, we turn our spotlight on 3 studios. Up first is Hazelight and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph Ferris.
Mild-mannered, quiet leader Joseph Ferris.
Let's do it.
Please welcome
Funny
Joseph
joke.
Ferris.
Oh look, I got a tweet this saying
There are
Apex coming to
passionate
Switch.
people, there are crazy people, and there's me. Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know?
Yeah.
The Oscars! You!
Oh, dude, that was the best.
No apologies.
That was the best.
Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man. I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies, and now I've done 3 games. And it's way harder to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you.
That explains why
In
his
video
games are
games,
so
there's
cinematic.
so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are
I
some
had no idea he
studios
had a
out there
background in
that
film.
are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Hazelight is all about. And action. The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will
co-op
blow
game.
your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive, and you actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions.
Oh, this game looks really cute.
There's
I like
even
this art style.
levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before.
Ooh, look
It
at
Takes
that roller
Two is
coaster
a
space.
crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Oh man, what a character. 2021, all right.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Zoink Games.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better, and I think my friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker. Something out of a gothic fairy tale.
That's awesome.
It started with a mood and some paintings, grew into this very strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of Random.
Lost in Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of Random. But fortunately, she's not alone.
Yeah, I'm not
Just like I have
myself.
Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of Random.
Very uncommon hairstyle on a guy.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
World premiere.
The world of Random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
Man.
Transforming the fates of people just like you.
The world ruled by dice.
But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break
oh my God!
the curse of Random.
Oh! Whoa! Chess pieces. Oh!
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
This is quirky.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
His name is Dicey. Lost in Random. That's a title.
Really cool. That's a look at Lost in Random, and man,
I think it does too.
Randomness.
I think it does
I
look
feel like I live that every day of my life. Ah! Do you know I was gonna do that? You didn't know that. Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises.
Final Strike Games.
We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I'm incredibly excited to announce that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena?
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're going to love what we've got in store for you.
Yeah?
Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
I'm paying attention. I like the art style.
Let's kick this into gear.
Oh my god, they like the extreme gear from Sonic Riders. Look at these fun-looking guns.
Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Oh my god, the art style is gorgeous.
Cannonball! Quality public transportation.
Trains.
And
This
exotic
dungeon.
destinations.
I'm not dungeon, this Aztec temple.
Another victory.
Aztec looking temple.
The people are courteous
she
and
cute.
friendly.
I like your freckles.
Jolly good for me.
And always happy to help their fellow citizens. Are you leaving already?
Rockets.
But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
We've got rockets. Let's rock it. I was like Power Rangers in space. They're morphing signals. Let's rock it.
Let's hit the trail.
Dynamic maps. Dynamics. Yeah, I knew that was coming. 3v3 action. Neat.
Talking about razzle dazzle.
You bumble razzle.
Never turn your back on the water.
What you talking about, Dylan? It's got rockets. That's how it distinguishes themselves. And they're on extreme gear boards.
I'm here to rock it.
Also, hero shooter really is becoming its own genre, isn't it now? It's coming to pretty much
So as
everything.
you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome to blast all over the place. But in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself. Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the
That
front.
water looks gorgeous.
You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that unlock new cosmetics and rewards.
Oh man.
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
Really? That's
and there's
soon?
plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just
That is
2
2
weeks
days
after
after my
launch
birthday.
on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start. So grab your friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th
Crossplay
on PlayStation,
is the
Xbox,
future.
Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below.
It's
See
not
you in the
very
arena.
it's not very often that they have crossplay
Wow,
at
that looks
launch.
great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track of the golden letters hidden throughout the show and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where you need to go to enter the code and a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now, okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a look.
Okay, I didn't see this trailer, so I actually do want to see this. I know people are going to complain that they're showing a trailer that they already showed, but I actually missed this, so I'm going to look at this now. Yeah, but anytime you show anything that's already been shown, people always complain. And I get it, but at the same time.
The galaxy's finest.
Is this a squad-based game? Like 5-on-5? This is true too. This is very true. 10 to 20. Okay.
Wow. The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff.
Wow.
And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
Wow, so that's a
We're
dream
showing
come
them
true.
right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive, you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow, that's fandom on another level.
Yeah.
How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage,
That's
to actually
crazy.
making this game?
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot experience.
Oh, so Battlefront 2 is done.
And we wanted to make
support-wise.
something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project, and that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the
I
past.
had no idea.
How do you
Battlefront 2,
honor
like,
that,
after
but
all the
make something
fixes,
brand
has
new?
gotten really solid. Like, it was
It's
a
been
solid game to
interesting.
begin
You know, we were
with.
trying to kind of
It just
pull
was
from that
bogged down
spiritual
by
heritage
those
of many
really
different
shitty
games in that time
microtransactions
period.
that
At the same time, we want to do
have
something that feels fresh and
mostly
new for
been
fans today.
rid
And so
of.
we've
Like,
tried
the
to
game
look
has
at
improved
is sort
a
of the
lot over the
spiritual
years.
core
To the
of
point
what
where
I
I
think
think
are the
IGN
best
even
of the
gave
Star
a
Wars flight
re-review.
games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers, but as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story.
Ooh, I like that.
You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play
they are going
together.
in so hard in
Hook
the
up with your friend,
crossplay. I
connect,
love it.
Have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, I don't That's awesome. That is the big question. When can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Yeah, that's
okay.
not too far
Okay,
off.
not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't actually deliver.
Crossplay, like
that.
I love it.
The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons.
Let's see.
Enjoy.
Let's see it. World premiere.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With
Yes,
the
it's a
option
5
to
versus
play
5.
the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Oh, man.
You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Hello, River Grain. Evening to you.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The
For real.
instrumentation
For
in
real.
front of you provides
It'll
critical
automatic-
feedback
this-
about
this
power
would be a great
management,
title to play in
targeting,
VR.
and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Oh, I'm doing it, River Grain. You know, I love me some Star Wars, so I'm enjoying this.
Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
One of my
Hera Syndulla? Yo! Hera! Ho!
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
There's no way they'd let us play as Hera, right? That'd be too cool. That'd be too cool.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get them.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light them up! Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the
Look at
game.
these customization options.
From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you! I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadrons
Hera.
multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
That hard 5, that was the best!
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature
Fleet
mode,
battles.
Fleet battles. Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or
That's
with
good to hear,
friends,
River Grain.
you'll have the
Yes, I do
option
use
to
Discord
compete against
primarily
other
when I'm
players
doing
or
gameplay
AI
streams
as
and
a
whatnot.
squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy,
A social
coordinate
hub?
loadouts, and prepare for takeoff.
Oh
First,
man, they're going
push
in with
the front
this.
line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
lost our capital ship.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship.
I'm getting flashbacks to the old Battlefront games.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagship safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit!
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons.
Wow,
Join the galaxy's finest.
I really need to finish Fallen Order, man. I mean, obviously he's not going to directly related, but like... This galaxy. We're going to have some good looking Star Wars games. Whew. Alright, what we got here? Message invite to communities. Koopa Troop? I like the name. I do like the name. Oh, what's this?
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family.
Oh, EA Sports. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just
show you guys what we
real
have in
quick.
store for you this season.
Your grow
This
small
is EA
streamers.
Sports.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Next gen world premiere. Wait, whoa! This replays. Hang on, I gotta see this graphics thing.
You feel that burst of speed?
It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
When I play, I'm not afraid of anything.
Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is the one true.
Is that a public Discord? Because here's the thing. This Twitch. It's not just Twitch channel. It's multi-streamed on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. We're actually part of a website called hbcritical.com. We're a journalism website that does like articles on gaming, television, entertainment, all that good stuff. This channel that we have is kind of like a little bonus thing that we do along the side to basically interact with our audience and whatnot. So if Koopa Troop is a public thing, I can definitely talk to some of our editors and see if that's something they'd be interested in.
I can't live without that feeling.
Jimmy Bones. I feel football in my heart.
Feel it in your hands.
What? Taste it. See the unknown.
Face my fears.
I
want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
I want to feel it all.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I do like that little bump that they do for the sports ones, even if I don't play a lot of EA Sports games.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more.
More.
Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on.
Oh, okay. Looks like a few early announcements.
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together. On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share. Cousin Darren, over to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
we're back, we're doing it. Skate's happening, we're rolling. We've secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
Yeah, hype for a second.
We've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game at the right time with the right idea, and really, really pleased to say that we're here. It is really early, but
I'm glad you're excited about it, man. By all means,
or wake them up.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
Oh, the comments.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Okay. Amazing. Skate changed my life. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
You gonna show gameplay of it?
Guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you.
Has it been
Thank
down
you
that
to me.
long?
I can't believe. I'm so
into
happy in my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find the official rules and everything else over at player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Okay, so it looks like that's everything for the show. I don't think this was what it was. I'll preface by saying that I'm not usually that interested in the EA play conferences that they do, because there's not a huge amount of EA games I personally care about. But there's some cool stuff. The Apex was cool. It Takes Two looks really cool. The other going down, I can just literally. Obviously, Star Wars Squadrons is probably my standout here because I love me some Star Wars, and this game looks tight. Boston Random is better than expected. Don't know if I get it yet, but it looks better than expected. What else? Rocket Arena. I want to see how it goes, but I think Dylan, my main standout here, honestly, that crossplay, man. Crossplay is the future, and if there's one thing that I think other companies could learn from EA is getting this crossplay thing going. They're based on this presentation alone, they really seem like they're on top of it, 100%. But yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you. I want to see what they do with Rocket Arena. I'll follow that game, see if they see what they do with it, if there's any other cool stuff that happens in the future. But the only thing that I'm for sure getting at some point is that Star Wars Squadrons, because that looks super sick. I love me some Star Wars. And I'm especially curious to see how that multiplayer goes. But even so, I'll enjoy that single player for what it is. So that's cool. All right. So that looks to be it. That is the end of the presentation. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and stop this. Oh, no. Don't load up in a trailer right now. No. No. All right. All right, let me go ahead and shut that down real quick. Turn this off. Yeah, that's looking like it'll do it for the stream. A little before 8 o'clock. It's actually ended a little earlier than I expected, which is nice. That's okay. I definitely didn't want it to be like too long. But yeah, like I said, just a lot of cool stuff. But yeah. So yeah, that was tonight's stream. We're gonna be back tomorrow for Paper Mario Color Splash. Our playthrough is continuing. I will be back with myself, Christy, and Grayson. We'll be continuing that playthrough. Got an Animal Crossing stream coming on Saturday night. Don't have an exact time yet, but I'm imagining it's going to be in the evening time, so around 7 or 8. We're basically going to be exploring the summer solstice, seeing how different it is in this game compared to other past Animal Crossing games. And, if I can get a few people to come by, maybe we'll even enjoy a KK concert while that's going on. That KK Slider concert, that should be a lot of fun. That's our next 2 streams that are coming up. But if you enjoyed the stream, check out our website, hpcritical.com. We got many articles written by writers like myself, available on gaming and other topics like movies, shows, anime, books, movies, and all that stuff. And we update our site daily. There's new articles for you waiting for you guys every single day. We have 2 charity tournaments this month coming up. One for Pokemon Sword and Shield on Friday, June 26th. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on Saturday, June 27th. Both of those tournaments will be at 8 p.m. We'll be raising money for the Trevor Project. We're also celebrating Pride Month this month on Animal Crossing New Horizons. So speaking of Animal Crossing New Horizons, we also got another stream. We're going to be holding a fashion show and parade in the game itself. Sign up for all 3 of these events are completely free. And for the tournaments, you can even win up to $60 for yourself in the singles or $30 for yourself and a partner in the doubles tournament. So you can sign up for all of those tournaments plus the Animal Crossing Pride event at hbcritical.com/signups. So you can have fun, support a good cause. What better cause is that, And, if you like our content, you want to support, as of this month, we have a Patreon. You can support us at patreon.com/hbcritical. You can get goodies like bracelets, stickers, and in the future, we're even going to have even more rewards. Like, you'll be able to have influence on future streams that we do. You'll have spots in the podcast, potentially. And if you want to stay up to date and everything we do, follow us on social media. On Instagram, we are HB Critical Gaming. Facebook, you'll find us at HB Critical. And Twitter, you'll find us at the handle @critical_HP. And last but not least, you can sign up for our newsletter on the website. We'll give you monthly emails and our top-rated articles, our stream schedules, podcasts coming up, tournament info, Patreon info. And if you're a Patreon, you'll even get thank you letters in the newsletter. So, definitely worth checking out if you want to support our content. But that's going to do it for me for tonight. Hope to see you guys in the future.